Hi guys, it's me again, Broken Glass Shattered. Welcome to another video. So as you have probably read by the title, today I am going to do makeup to look a bit more like a ghost. And also disclaimer before I start, I just got blood tests done, so my mobility might be a bit limited. Anyways, let's just start. So, like the ghost-like makeup is a thing that I have been doing for a while. Like, I've done it a few times. So, what we start out with is to like put concealer pretty much everywhere, and I mean straight up everywhere. So pretty much the thing is we use our concealer as a foundation. That's kind of the point of the makeup, because you're supposed to look like pale but not really fully white. And also, before anyone like tries this out, I would say I have no idea if this works on darker skin tones. I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything. Also, like, it's so great that like this concealer, it's actually too dark for me, like too light for me even as a concealer, because this is like my winter shade, and now it's summer, so I got tanned. So yeah, just blending this out. Honestly, when I blend things out, I know that you're actually not supposed to be doing this, but actually just make it like very streaky like that, and then start tapping. But apparently you're supposed to start tapping, like you're supposed to be tapping all the time and not be doing what I'm doing. But I'm gonna be honest, that just takes too long. I don't know about y'all. Also, by the way, guys, if you're gonna do something like this, please don't be like me and maybe do some skin prep. Unlike me. Then we're gonna go get some face paint and use it as the actual concealer. Yes, I'm just gonna be quickly using this, and then I'm gonna put it on the under eyes here and here. Yeah, honestly, I usually put on more, but now that I'm like tan, it kind of looks like a bit too much when I put on more. I mean, like, this already is too much, but I mean that looks, I don't know, it just doesn't look the way I like it. Okay, now, as you guys probably guessed, we're going to be using gray and black a lot here. So for like contour, we're going to be using black, except that I can't find my black. I'll get back to you in a moment. Okay, so found it. Now, what I usually do is I start out with the nose and I put some black over here and I blend it out. Then I'm just gonna kind of do the contour as if the eyebrows are kind of like the reference for how big you want the nose. Like, the space between your eyebrows is where you're going to put your black as contouring. Now I put just a bit like under the lips and over. Then I go and get like a bigger brush like these, put black on it, and I'll just put it over here. A thing that I like to do is I kind of just suck in on my lips and tongue so that I kind of get this weird outline of my skull, and that's how I follow it. Like that's where I put my contour, and then I put just a bit on the underside of the face, like under the chin. Then here's like the part that I like, where I close my eyes and I just do this. This creates like a really big like sunken eye illusion, and it works perfectly in my opinion. Honestly, you could put more, but like the thing is, like the more you put, the more you look like an actual dead corpse. But if you do it a bit more subtly, then you kind of look sick instead of straight up dead. Now to create, like I put black like here on the eyelid crease because it again makes me look like my eyes are further sunken in. And I put it under here too. Then we move on to the, hold on, let me just put a bit more here. Honestly, I don't recommend doing this line over here, or like if you want to do it, don't enhance it as much. Then I'm gonna go and do the lips, because the thing is, the lips kind of define whether you look like a ghost or not, because I still haven't done the lips, and now like my lips kind of look like they're still a living person's lips. So I'm gonna put white and just a thin layer of white along the lips. It goes a long way. Then I kind of just spread it around. I kind of try to hide the lips. I really just go outside of the lips too. I don't follow my lip line. I kind of just go. Okay, so then I grab a small brush, or even my fingers, and I do like this a bit. On like this more the inside of my lips, it makes it look like, I don't know, it makes it look like my skin is kind of peeling off. Blend it out, and so I'm just gonna enhance it a bit more here, make the lines a bit rough. Now, this is kind of the base for the makeup. Now we could add a few things, and I'm going to add them. Like the only like rule to this makeup, I would say, is to just never put blush, because blush is kind of what makes you look alive. Like, think about it, blush is kind of like the blood in your face, like in your skin, and we don't want that because we are dead. Now then I put a bit of purple, like undertones, like eye bags. I also use a dark blue sometimes, but like I always use purple. Sometimes I also mix in some dark blue, and some other times I mix in red, because I don't know, I've seen both people with like purple blue eye bags or people with like red eye bags, and honestly just do whatever pleases you best. Then this is fully optional, but we could either put on highlighter or not. So basically, the highlighter is kind of supposed to make us look a bit more ethereal, but if you're going for the scary vibe, I would recommend just stopping right here. So highlighter, like, you either don't put it or you put on a lot of it. I'm just gonna put it on a lot. I put it right here in the nose, just a straight line, okay? Like literally a nose stripe. Then I put on a bit on the chin and some on the cheekbones and stuff. And now we are close to done. Usually a thing that I enjoy adding most of the time is making the eyelashes a bit wider, which you have to like be very careful when doing it, because you might get, like, I'm using literal face paint and I might get it in my eye. I also put just a bit on the eyebrows. It kind of just mutes down the dark color of my eyebrows, and it just kind of brings it together. Now, I could stop here, but I enjoy putting on contacts, but it's a pretty long process, so I'll get back to you later because I have to wash my hands, and like if I don't wash them, that can first off get dangerous for my eye health, and second off, it might as well just ruin my makeup, because if I don't wash my hands, then my eyes burn and I start like crying and I ruin all of the makeup. So guys, I finally managed to put my contacts in. I'll wait a minute because, as you can see, again, this is what happens all the time, and this is why you have to wash your hands. Like, I literally washed my hands, but I'm still like tearing up from one eye because I don't know how, but my contacts managed to, hold on. Managed to slip out of my fucking eyeball. I have zero idea how this could happen, like genuinely. And since I had to try doing it a bunch of times, I'm gonna have to kind of redo the eye makeup. So guys, yeah, don't do this. If you want to do makeup that includes contact lenses, please don't be a jackass like me and put them in before you do anything that includes your makeup. Also because you might get like stuff trapped in your eye, and that's not gonna be pleasant, trust me. So the ghost-like makeup is pretty much done. You could add some stuff to it to a degree. Sometimes I kind of do it more cartoonish, which includes like bolder and less blended out contour, and sometimes I kind of just draw the droopy eye thing. But pretty much this is how I do it when I want to look like a ghost. Sometimes I like to edit it to make it look maybe like I have sharp teeth or similar things, but that is it. The video is done for today. I'll see you again in another video. Bye guys!